Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's me Farhe.
It's me, Aisha.
And it's me, Vashma.
Scientific Science of the Quran. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, received the Holy Quran from God. Almighty Allah, the universe's creator, roughly 14 centuries ago. The Prophet was not a poet, was an educator, and was not familiar with reading or writing Arabic. Quran contains information about geography, biology, embryology, and other topics than Islam. It discusses forecasts and recommendations, predictions, and guidelines. Science is not required to prove the divine nature of Quran. Science is a product of human understanding and has a lot of rooms for error. Today, we will give you some interesting scientific information from the Quran.
What Quran says about the Big Bang Theory? Is there the Big Bang Theory in Quran? Is it true?
Yes, initially our universe is a primary nebula. Then there was a Big Bang. There was a separation which gives us the galaxies, the stars, the moon, the planets, and the earth in which we live. This is called the Big Bang. The glorious Quran mentioned this with nutshell 1400 years ago in Surah Anbiya 30th verse.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أولم ير الذين كفروا أن السماوات والأرض كانتا رتقا ففتقناهما وجعلنا من الماء كل شيء حي أفلا يؤمنون. Have those who disbelieve not considered that the heavens and the earth were a joint entity? Then we separated them and created every living thing from water. Then will they not believe?
Yes, as per science, there was no universe at all. Before, it was a singular mass or a cosmic egg. And then it has been broken. Who broke it? Allah says, I did it. It is a force or a power bigger than the universe that can break it, right? Well, science is now searching what force was accelerated on the heavy mass to break it. Allah says, I did it.
Water content of living things. In the field of biology, the Quran says in the same verse that we created all living things from water. Imagine from the desert of Arabia, the Quran says that all living things are made from water. It was only after the discovery of microscope that it was concluded that all living things consist mostly of water. Every living thing contains cells and basic subshells is cytoplasm that contains about 80% of water. Today, science said that every living creature contains 50 to 90% of water, and that every living entity requires water for its existence.
Oceanology.
مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. He has let loose the two seas. Between them is a barrier, so neither of them transgresses.
In Arabic, the word barzah means a barrier or a partition. Marja means they both meet and mix with each other. Early commentators of Quran were unable to explain the two opposite meanings for the two bodies of water. Modern science has discovered that there is a barrier between the two seas which divides them, so that each sea has its own temperature, salinity, and density. When the water from one sea enters to the other sea, it loses its distinctive characteristics and becomes homogenized with the other water. In a way, this barrier serves as a transitional homogenizing area for the two waters. This scientific phenomenon mentioned in Holy Quran 1400 years ago. This phenomenon occurs in many places including Egypt where river Nile flows into Mediterranean Sea. The same thing is also mentioned in chapter 25 Surah Furqan 53rd ayah.
Eclipse and orbit.
لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون. It is not allowable for the sun to reach the moon, nor does the night overtake the day, but each in an orbit is swimming.
It is not for the sun to catch up with the moon, nor does the night outrun the day. Each is traveling in their own orbit. The sun is not allowed to reach the moon, but still each is floating in their own orbit.
Embryology. Embryology is the study of the development of early human being. Dr. Ketal Murray, who was the professor of embryology and chairman of anatomy in the University of Toronto in Canada, he was asked to give his opinion on the field of embryology. Dr. Murray, after examining the Quranic verses, said that the verses of Holy Quran are accurate as compared to the modern research results. About the creation of human beings, Aisha, can you recite us?
وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ سُلَالَةٍ مِنْ طِينٍ ثُمَّ جَعَلْنَاهُ نُطْفَةً فِي قَرَارٍ مَكِينٍ ثُمَّ خَلَقْنَا النُّطْفَةَ عَلَقَةً فخلقنا العلقة مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما فكسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين. And certainly did we create man from an extract of clay. Then we placed him as a sperm drop in a firm lodging. Then we made the sperm drop into a clinging clot. Then we made the clot into a lump of flesh. Then from the lump we made bones. Then we covered the bones with flesh. Then we developed him into another creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of creators.
As per modern scientific theory, embryology is developed from a single cell, was established in 1831. The Quran describes various embryological stages in great details. Surah Mu'minun 12 to 14th verses. We have created the human being an extract of clay. Then made it into nutfa, a minute quantity of liquid, and then made nutfa into alaqa, a leech-like substance. Made alaqa into mula, that a tube-like lump, then made mula into ilama, that is bone, then clothed the bone with lahma, that is flesh. Then we made different creature, glory be to Allah, the best of creator. Imagine, Quran describes various embryological stages in great details, and Professor Kate Murray states these descriptions given in the Quran based on shapes. Mula, alaqa, ilama, and lahma is far superior to the divisions made in modern embryology. There are stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 and stage 4. The descriptions made in Quran is more superior and more easy.
The sun and the moon.
وَجَعَلَ الْقَمَرَ فِيهِنَّ نُورًا وَجَعَلَ الشَّمْسَ سِرَاجًا and made the moon therein a reflected light and made the sun a burning lamp.
It was believed by earlier civilization that moon emanates its own light. Now, science tells us that the light of the moon is reflected light. However, this fact was already mentioned in the Quran 1400 years ago.
Quran is a unique book due to the scientific statements which have been discovered using advanced technology. Besides, the Quran is also unique because of its structure and accuracy. One of the most remarkable things about the Quran is that it is still the same book for the past 1,400 years. We conclude our presentation. Jazakumullah khair wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.